Welcome back to part 2 of my analysis of how Silent Hill 2 Remake handled James's character. We looked at the cutscenes involving James up through the end of Brookhaven Hospital, and originally my goal was to finish up the rest of the game and look at the various endings as well, but by the time I was done scripting this out, it was already going to be another long video, so all that will wrap up in part 3. Without taking any further time, let's go ahead and pick up where we left off at the hospital. There really isn't much by way of future cutscenes, but there is still a lot to talk about. We do have a new cutscene involving Angela back at Rosewater Park when you have to go and fetch the key to the Historical Society.
Hey. Are you feeling better?
This place is different from what I remember. I guess things never really stay the same, do they?
Oh. Yeah, I guess not.
I don't think she's here anymore, James.
Who?
My mama. She doesn't want to see me anymore.
Why would you think that? Anyway, I'm happy to see you.
Happy to see me?
Alive, I mean.
Oh. Yeah. I better get going.
You still don't want me to go with you? If we stick together, we might just make it out of here.
Out of where?
This town. Silent Hill.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Oh, you didn't happen to see a little girl around here, did you?
A little girl?
Yeah, Angela? Are you all right? Angela?
No. Please. You shouldn't be here.
Angela, it's okay.
No, don't touch me!
Once again, James shows genuine concern for Angela's well-being and even offers to help her get out of town. Things obviously go south after asking if she's seen a little girl. If you already know Angela's backstory, it's obvious why this went so badly, even though James is obviously confused. In fact, it's worth noting that he seems to immediately notice a shift in her expression and body language because he immediately asks her if she's alright. Now, this is another one of those things where I think people like to make a mountain out of a molehill, and most of that has to do with having, I believe, a very warped perception of James's character, and it has to do with him reaching his hand out to presumably either take her hand or touch her arm as a way of providing assurance or calming her down. I've lost track of the number of people I've seen say that this proves James is some sort of predator and is trying to take advantage of her vulnerability just so he can touch her because he's clearly a perv. This comes up again in just a little while, so I'll save my fuller thoughts on it for that scene in particular, but just keep that in mind for now. The next major cutscene is when James and Eddie meet again at the prison.
Killing a person ain't no big deal. Just put the gun to their head. Pow. You killed him? But it wasn't my fault. He made me do it.
Calm down, Eddie. Tell me what happened.
That guy, he had it coming. I didn't do anything. He just came after me. Besides, he was making fun of me with his eyes, like that other one.
Just for that, you killed him?
What do you mean, just for that?
Eddie, you can't just kill someone because of the way they looked at you.
Oh yeah? Why not? Till now I always let people walk all over me. Just like that stupid dog. He had it coming too.
Eddie?
I was just joking, James. He was dead when I got here, honest. Anyway, I gotta run.
You're going out there alone?
Yeah.
Eddie?
Ain't no big deal. Just put the gun to their head and pow.
Eddie?
Oh, hi, James.
What happened here? Who was that?
I don't know. He just came at me.
Okay. So he attacked you, and you shot him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. He made me do it.
Okay, calm down, Eddie. Any idea why he would do that?
I don't know. He came out of nowhere. Tried sneaking up on me in the dark. I heard footsteps, so I turned back and he was right there.
And you could tell that he wanted to hurt you.
Well, yeah, I mean, the way he looked at me, I just had to do it.
He looked at you? I thought you said he came at you.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it in his eyes.
His eyes.
He kept looking at me, making fun of me. And I told him not to, but he didn't listen.
Eddie, you can't just kill someone because of the way they looked at you.
You should see your face, James. I was just joking. The guy was dead when I got here. I got you, didn't I? Well, anyway, I better get going.
Wait. You're gonna go out there alone?
Yeah.
I have really got to restrain myself on this and save my thoughts on Eddie for that video instead of going on a tangent. As for how the two scenes compare, I absolutely love the remake version. However, I think the original version works well too. This is one of those few scenes where I feel like the actors actually worked with each other instead of just responding to recorded lines in isolation. That's really the main problem with the original, is that much of the time the actors weren't around each other and playing off each other becomes much more difficult. This time, it feels more like an actual conversation. And while Eddie may sound just a little over the top with the very panicky sound in his voice, that actually helps James's performance match that same level of energy and explains why his own reaction is somewhat freaked out at the same level. So as far as scenes in the original go, I think this is one of the better sounding ones. In Remake, the tone of course is more somber and toned down, but the same information is conveyed. The difference in tone though, is that James is trying to de-escalate the situation. Initially, he sounds like he's on Eddie's side with the self-defense claim, but he quickly realizes Eddie isn't quite all there. Probably the best line in the exchange is right when Eddie says he knew the guy wanted to hurt him because he could see it in his eyes. James responds with, "His eyes," as a question. It's subtle, but notice the emphasis James places on the word his and not the word eyes. In the latter case, the implication would be that James was incredulous that Eddie could know this guy wanted to hurt him just by the look in his eyes alone if there had been no other interaction prior to that. I mean, I think we can all imagine scenarios where that could happen, so I'm not going to dwell on that much. However, by emphasizing the word his, the implication is that James can see murderous intent in Eddie's eyes, as if to say, "Eddie, your eyes look pretty threatening right now too. I don't think you're in a position to judge someone else's intent in their eyes." It's a great addition here, but it shows how James is slowly becoming more and more wary of Eddie as the conversation continues. Even when the gun is aimed at him, something that didn't happen in the original, James tries to be very careful in what he says, lest he set Eddie off. After this, the scene plays out the same, with Eddie writing it off as a joke and going off on his own. From here, the order of events change. In OG Silent Hill 2, the next major cutscene that happens is James arrives at the labyrinth and encounters Maria in the prison cell, and then he ends up encountering the abstract daddy on his way through the labyrinth. This time, that fight comes first. There's little to no dialogue from James worth looking at in that section, but I do want to look at the scenes immediately before and after the fight.
Daddy, please don't!
Are you okay? Angela, relax.
Don't order me around!
I'm not trying to order you.
So what do you want then? Oh, I see. You're trying to be nice to me, right? I know what you're up to. It's always the same. You're only after one thing.
No, that's not true at all.
You don't have to lie. Go ahead and say it. Or you could just force me. Beat me up like he always did. You only care about yourself anyway. You disgusting pig.
Angela.
Don't touch me! You make me sick. You said your wife Mary was dead, right?
Yes. She was ill.
liar! I know about you. You didn't want her around anymore. You probably found someone else.
That's ridiculous. I never...
Please. I'll be good, I promise. Tell him I'll be good, please.
Angela? Angela, it's me.
No. Please. Daddy!
Okay, Angela. It's okay. Calm down.
Don't order me around!
I'm not. It's okay. It's over.
Don't even try.
Try what?
Like you don't know. I see what you're doing. It's always the same with you. You're only after one thing.
Angela, please.
You don't have to lie. Go ahead. Say it. Or you could just force me. Like he always did. You disgusting pig. I hate you. I hate you.
Angela. I don't know who you think I am, but I don't want to hurt you. I just want to get my Mary back.
You're Mary. Your own little Mary. At least she was. For a while.
What?
Admit it. You didn't want her around anymore.
No.
You probably found someone else.
No!
I need to find my mama.
I never.
Again, we have most of the same information being conveyed, but I want to continue just focusing on James here. This is the scene in the original where there were a lot of people who took this to mean James really was some sort of sex pest who was only concerned with getting in Angela's pants the whole time. Why? And because of this gesture right here. Did you see that? James is reaching out to place his hand on her shoulder, which is something a lot of people do as a way of providing comfort or reassurance to someone who is upset or grieving. We see Maria do this to James when they're in the garden and he sits down in frustration after questioning why he even followed her there in the first place. Of course, I highly suspect these are the same people who also think that most men are secretly predators or that we're all closeted P-words. another accusation that gets thrown around with far more liberality than it ever should be, and think all men are trash. You see? Angela sees right through James, and this tells the audience what type of man James really is. A disgusting, predatory pervert. She's canonically 17. She's a literal child who's barely out of diapers. It can't be that Angela's perception is warped by her traumatic past and therefore, wrongly, attributes these motives to James. Nope. Can't possibly be that. James killed his wife because he was just horny and now he wants to bang Angela. This is why I love Silent Hill, but get annoyed with the fandom in general. Then again, this is how I feel about a lot of fandoms, so I shouldn't be surprised, but the Silent Hill fandom around this game can be just about insufferable sometimes. Maybe not as insufferable as I've been told my voice is, but it's pretty far up there. This subtle gesture was all it took for people to jump on the James is a perv bandwagon, and it just won't stop. Now, in Remake, James's interaction is a bit different. He clearly understands that Angela has just gone through something traumatic and is trying his best to be understanding. Even when she yells at him to not tell her what to do, he doesn't get upset or angry. He's very accommodating and clearly sympathetic and tries to adjust his tone and clarify his intentions. However, because of what Angela has been through, both now and in the past, she projects all of her hatred for her father onto him. However, there's another very important difference in the performances between the two versions. In the original, there's no break between James being told he didn't want Mary around anymore and that he probably found someone else before Angela leaves. He's left there to simply say that it was ridiculous and that he would never do such a thing. Here, there's a pause between those two statements. James's expression speaks volumes. He hears the accusation about not wanting Mary around anymore, and you can see the hesitation and you can see the pain in his face. He denies it, but you can see there's a pause and even probably some doubt in his mind about whether he truly doesn't believe what Angela said. He says it's not true, but his response says that deep down, he recognizes there's probably a lot of truth to what Angela said, far more than he wants to admit. Now, contrast this to what Angela says about him finding someone else. There's an immediate and an emphatic no, which I think shows that he really didn't want to replace Mary. This would also fit much better with how he's been so uncomfortable around Maria, which plays into the next scene. As for what James means by "I never," that can be up for debate. In the original, James clearly means that he denies ever wanting Mary gone or that he ever wanted to replace her. Here, I feel it may be a little more ambiguous. Is he still speaking about replacing Mary, or is he trying to reassure himself that he never wanted her gone? I suppose it could still be referring to both. I think that's a perfectly reasonable way of looking at it, but given some later dialogue and what we know about James up to this point, I suspect he's trying to reassure himself he never had those negative feelings towards Mary, especially given her condition. And this leads us now to probably one of the most controversial changes between the original and the remake: the prison cell scene with Maria. As I mentioned in my comparison of the environments themselves, the original version had this take place before the Abstract Daddy boss fight. There were those who felt this ruined the pace of the story and thought it seemed really weird that after dealing with Angela, James would turn around and immediately start getting all hot and bothered about Maria. And you know what? I get where that person is coming from. I think part of that really has to do with how the dialogue was recorded in the original compared to the remake, but before I get any further, let's watch both scenes back to back.
You're alive! Maria, I thought that thing killed you. Are you hurt bad?
Not at all, silly.
Maria? That thing, it stabbed you. There was blood everywhere.
Stabbed me? What do you mean?
It chased us to the elevator, and then...
James, what are you talking about?
Just before! Don't you remember?
James, honey, did something happen to you? After we got separated in that long hallway? Are you confusing me with someone else? You were always so forgetful. Remember that time in the hotel?
Maria?
You said you took everything, but you forgot that videotape we made. I wonder if it's still there.
How do you know about that? Aren't you Maria?
I'm not your Mary.
So, you're Maria?
I am. If you want me to be.
All I want from you is an answer.
It doesn't matter who I am. I'm here for you, James. See? I'm real. Don't you want to touch me?
I don't know.
Come and get me. I can't do anything through these bars.
Okay. Stay right there. I'll be there soon.
Maria? Maria! I thought that thing killed you. Are you hurt?
Not at all, silly.
But the thing... It stabbed you. There was blood everywhere.
Stabbed me? What do you mean?
It chased us to the elevator and then...
James, what are you talking about?
Just before. Don't you remember?
James? Honey? Did something happen to you? After we got separated in that long hallway? Are you confusing me with someone else? You were always so forgetful. Remember that time in the hotel?
Maria?
You said you took everything. But you forgot that videotape we made. I wonder if it's still there.
How do you know about that? Aren't you Maria?
I'm not your Mary.
So you are Maria.
I am. If you want me to be.
All I want from you is an answer.
Doesn't matter who I am. I am here for you, James. See? I'm real. Don't you want to touch me?
I don't know.
Well, if you happen to make up your mind, I'll be waiting.
I'll find some way to... I'll come back, I promise.
I've pointed out before that one of the downsides to the original Silent Hill 2 is that oftentimes the actors weren't even in the same room together, and I also question what sort of direction the actors were getting at the time. Anyway, the controversy with the changes here have less to do with James's dialogue than Maria's. There are some significant changes to hers, as I'm sure anyone can tell, and I'll dig into that more when I analyze her treatment in Remake. In both versions, I think the actors do a good job of showing James's confusion and bewilderment over seeing Maria again, and I think both do a great job of expressing frustration over Maria not being straightforward about what's going on. This is one of those cases where I think that this part of the acting actually works in either version. Where things differ slightly in James's response is when Maria talks about being real and enticing him to come and get her. He expresses that he doesn't know if he really wants to touch her or not, and then after her last line says, "Okay, stay right there. I'll be there soon." In Remake, he still says he'll come back for her, but it's very obvious how troubled and conflicted James is. Acting like he's just jonesing for her and can't wait to get there is a huge misread of the situation. He knows he needs to get Maria out of there, but based on what she has just said, and what Angela had just told him, I think it's far more understandable why James would be so hesitant. He's already starting to question whether he really wanted Mary gone, and now, here's this woman, who is a vamped up, seductive version of Mary, sitting in front of him, basically telling him to come have his way with her. He's probably second guessing whether he should or not. After all, wouldn't that be dishonoring to Mary's memory? Again, I'm not entirely sure that the original intended for it to sound like James was like, "Yeah, buddy, I'm about to score." As dumb as James is in the original, I don't think he's quite that stupid, but I could be wrong. I still strongly believe that how James feels about Maria is more about how the player controls the situation than what the narrative is trying to force. So, I think swapping the order of events with Angela and having that take place immediately before this, and given his internal conflict, does a much better job of showing James's conflicting emotions over all this. However, in defense of the idea that James was starting to develop certain feelings towards Maria, be they romantic or sexual, the next time we see her is after she has died again. It's not entirely clear how she died since there's no obvious stab wound. Sure, the mattress looks nasty, but so does everything else in this place. Remake doesn't really give a good enough shot of the mattress to see if they recreated the stains, so it's hard to say. However, given the disfigurement of her skin and face, I would say this is probably closer to a hint of her dying of disease rather than Pyramid Head. This would make sense with James's subconscious desire to be punished for what happened to Mary, and this would be a way of reminding him of what really happened. Maria dying in bed while afflicted with some sort of disease would make perfect sense. Next, we have the final confrontation with Eddie.
Eddie? What are you doing?
What does it look like? He always busted my balls. You fat, disgusting piece of shit. You make me sick. Fat ass, you're nothing but a waste of skin. You're so ugly, even your mama don't love you. Well, maybe he was right. Maybe I am nothing but a fat, disgusting piece of shit. But you know what? It doesn't matter if you're smart, dumb, ugly, pretty. It's all the same once you're dead. And a corpse can't laugh. From now on, if anyone makes fun of me, I'll kill him. Just like that.
Eddie, have you gone nuts? I knew it.
You too. You're just like him, James.
Hey, I didn't mean anything.
Don't bother. I understand. You've been laughing at me all along, haven't you? Ever since we first met. I'll kill you, James! Do you know what it does to you, James? When you're hated, picked on, spit on, just because of the way you look? After you've been laughed at your whole friggin' life? That's why I ran away after I killed the dog. Ran away like a scared little girl. Yeah, I killed that dog. It was fun. It tried to chew its own guts up. Finally died all curled up in a ball. Then he came after me. I shot him too, right in the leg. He cried more than the dog. He's gonna have a hard time playing football on what's left of that knee.
You think it's okay to kill people? You need help, Eddie.
Don't get all holy on me, James. This town called you too. You and me are the same. We're not like other people. Don't you know that? Let's party!
Eddie? Eddie? I killed a human being. A human being. Mary. Did you really die 3 years ago?
Couldn't leave well enough alone, huh? You just had to follow me all the way out here. How many times do I have to kill you?
Eddie. Whoa, Eddie. It's me.
Oh. Hi, James.
Eddie, what are you doing?
What's it look like I'm doing? You fat, disgusting piece of shit, you make me sick! You gonna cry, fat ass? You gonna run to your mama? Waste of skin, why don't you just kill yourself? Oh. Maybe he was right. Maybe I am nothing but a fat, disgusting piece of shit. But you know what? It doesn't matter if you're smart, dumb, ugly, pretty. It's all the same once you're dead. And a corpse can't laugh!
Eddie.
What's that? You want to talk down to me some more? Tell me to relax? You're just like the rest of them, James.
No, I don't want...
Shut up! You think I'm stupid. You think I don't see it. But you've been laughing at me all along. Ever since we first met. But you ain't laughing now, are you?
You need help, Eddie.
Don't get all holy on me, James. This town called you too. You and me are the same. We're not like other people, don't you know that? Well, you're about to find out. Do you know what it does to you, James? When you're hated, picked on, spit on, just because of the way you look? Yeah, I ran away after I killed that dog. But you know what? It was fun. It tried to chew its own guts up. Finally died all curled up in a ball. Then he came after me. I shot him too, right in the leg. He cried more than the dog. And now it's your turn, James.
I want to give Bloober Team props here again for tweaking James's dialogue. It's a double-edged sword here for one major reason. After stating out loud that he'll kill anyone who makes fun of him, OG responds with, "Eddie, have you gone nuts?" It's such a stupid response, and I love it so much, but it wouldn't fit with the tone in Remake. Also, James gets to haul off and punch Eddie in the face in the remake, since obviously that's the only thing Eddie would understand. Other than that, there isn't much to look at with James's dialogue, since most of the scene has to do with Eddie yapping. After killing Eddie, the remake changes by removing all of James's dialogue. This is also good because OG James, after shooting Eddie multiple times and seeing him fall down dead to the ground, walks over to see if Eddie's okay before saying, "I killed a human being," and then for some reason asking out loud if Mary really did die 3 years ago, which is a huge non sequitur for what was going on in the scene. Now, maybe James is saying this because he's starting to question if she really died 3 years ago from disease, or if he killed her, since he just recognized that he was capable of killing another person, albeit in self-defense this time. Either way, it just sort of feels out of place to me, so I'm fine with James not talking and sort of taking in the gravity of what he's done, and that being communicated through the physical acting rather than the voice acting. After this, we have James's reunion with Laura at the hotel.
Did I scare you?
Yeah, you did.
You're here to find Mary, aren't you, James? Well, have you?
No. Is that why you're here too?
She's here, isn't she? If you know where she is, tell me. I'm tired of walking.
I wish I knew.
But she said it in her letter.
What letter?
Wanna read it? But don't tell Rachel, okay?
Who's Rachel?
She was our nurse. I took it from her locker.
Laura, how old are you?
I turned 8 last week.
So, Mary couldn't have died 3 years ago. Could she really be here? Is this the quiet, beautiful place she was talking about?
Me and Mary talked a lot about Silent Hill. She even showed me all her pictures. She really wanted to come back. That's why I'm here. Maybe you'll get it if you see the other letter. The one Mary... Huh? I must have dropped it.
Laura!
I gotta find it!
Laura!
Did I scare you?
Yeah, you did. I guess I deserved it, huh? The fart face that I am.
Maybe. Then again, maybe you're not so bad. Just... annoying.
Uh-huh. So... you got any other things planned? I think I saw a dark room back there you could lock me up in.
No. I think you've had enough. For now.
Well, that's reassuring.
Besides, I need your help finding Mary. She's here, isn't she? Come on, tell me.
I wish I knew.
But she said it in her letter.
Wait. So there really is a letter?
Oh. Yeah. Want to read it? Just don't tell Rachel, okay?
Who's Rachel?
She's our nurse. I, took it from her locker.
My dearest Laura, I'm leaving this letter with Rachel to give to you after I'm gone. I'm far away now, in a quiet, beautiful place. Please forgive me for not saying goodbye before I left. Be well, Laura. Don't be too hard on the sisters. And Laura, about James. I know you hate him because you think he isn't nice to me, but please, give him a chance. It's true, he can be a little surly sometimes, and he doesn't laugh much. But underneath, he's a really sweet person. I love you, Laura. I love you like my very own daughter. I wish things were different. I wish we could be happy together, like we talked about. Even so, I know you will have a good life. You're a strong, smart, beautiful girl. Happy 8th birthday, Laura. Your friend, Mary.
Laura. How old are you?
I turned 8 last week.
That means Mary couldn't have died 3 years ago. Could she really be here? Is this the quiet, beautiful place she was talking about?
Me and Mary talked a lot about Silent Hill. She even showed me all her pictures. She really wanted to come back. She also talked a lot about you, you know? She even...
What? What is it?
Well, it kind of was his other letter. I think the one was for you. The envelope had your name on it.
Did you read it?
I wanted to. This one time, I almost did. Figured you didn't deserve to have it. But then I thought, Mary wouldn't want me to keep it from you. So I just sort of kept it for you. Here.
It's empty. Laura, there's nothing in it.
What? But I didn't take it. I swear.
Well, where is it then?
I must have lost it. I gotta find it.
Laura!
As before, when it comes to dealing with Laura, I think the remake version does a much better job by far. It sounds like James is actually dealing with the kid in a realistic way. Conversation sounds much more natural, and James doesn't sound panicky when she says the name Rachel. After the letter is read, the performances are still serviceable. Obviously, I think Luke Roberts has a much better read, but the OG version is adequate. It doesn't have the odd and weird sound to it that some other lines have throughout the game. I also want to point out that when Laura realizes she's given James an empty envelope and quickly defends herself, saying she didn't take it, James doesn't lash out at her or get angry with her. He still remains calm because she's obviously upset that she didn't actually give him the letter like she thought she did. Again, subtle differences, but it shows that James isn't some abusive jerk who flies off the handle when things don't go his way. So I think it's a nice touch that throughout this scene, James is being gentle with how he talks to Laura and even being a little self-deprecating at the beginning instead of chewing her out for what happened at the hospital. OG James doesn't go off either, but the Roberts' performance and interaction with Laura just feels a lot better. The hotel is also where we first fight a Mandarin up close and personal. They had been underground up until that point, but now they're a bit more in the open. The symbolism behind them deals with his subconscious thoughts and feelings of anguish over Mary, and the lips attached to the monster, as well as to the flesh lips boss in the hospital, are symbolic of the verbal abuse that Mary would hurl at James during her sickness. After this is when the two meet again after James watches the VHS tape.
Are you taping again? Come on. I don't know why, but I just love it here. It's so peaceful. You know what I heard? This whole area used to be a sacred place. I think I can see why. It's too bad we have to leave. Please promise you'll take me again, James.
Mary.
So there you are, James. Did you get the letter? Did you find Mary? If not, let's get going already, okay?
Laura. Mary's gone. She's dead.
Liar, that's a lie!
No, that's not true.
She died because she was sick?
No, I killed her.
You killer! Why'd you do it? I hate you! I want her back! Give her back to me! I knew it! You didn't care about her! I hate you, James! I hate you! I hate you! I hate you! She was always waiting for you. Why? Why?
I'm
Sorry. The Mary you know isn't here.
Are you taping again? Come on. I don't know why, but I just love it here. It's so peaceful. You know what I heard? This whole area used to be a sacred place. I think I can see why. It's too bad we have to leave. Promise you'll take me again, James?
Hey, there you are. Do you know where Mary is? Come on, talk to me.
Mary's gone. She's dead.
Liar. That's a lie.
No. It's the truth.
She died because she was sick.
I killed her.
Killer! Why'd you do it? I hate you! I want her back. Give her back to me. I knew it. You didn't care about her. I hate you, James! I hate you! I hate you! I hate you! She was always waiting for you. Why? Why?
I'm sorry. Mary you know isn't here.
And part of this comparison really isn't fair, since the new technology is able to capture the look of disbelief in James's face much better, and that's really true for just about every character in the game. I don't think it's any contest that Remake James does a better job here conveying that sense of guilt and disbelief. You can see the pain on his face because he knows he needs to tell Laura the truth, but he doesn't want to. Admitting his crime to himself is one thing, but admitting it to an innocent girl who had finally started kind of warming up to him, knowing it would absolutely crush her, just made it that much worse. There's actually a bit of audio here in the original where we hear a conversation between James and Mary's doctor.
Mary's going to die? You must be
joking.
I'm very sorry.
But you're a doctor. It's your job to heal people. How can you just let her die?
Please, calm down. As her doctor, I promise I'll do what I can. But there's still no effective treatment for her condition.
How long does she have?
I'm afraid I'm not sure. 3 years at most. Perhaps 6 months. It's impossible to say with certainty.
I don't believe this exists in the remake. I can't find any footage of it, though maybe I missed it. There is an audio recording of a doctor talking about a patient not being cured and questioning whether what the patient endured was worth it, and it's possible that this is a reference to Mary, but it's not explicit. So I do want to give the original props for having this discussion here, and it gives some insight into why James kept coming back to the time frame of 3 years. We then have our final scene with Angela in the stairwell.
Looking for you. Now you're the only one left. Maybe then I can rest. Mama, why are you running away? You're not my mama. It's you. Oh. I'm sorry.
Angela, no.
Thank you for saving me. But I wish you hadn't. Even Mama said it. I deserved what happened.
No, Angela, that's wrong.
No, don't pity me. I'm not worth it. Or maybe you think you can save me. Will you love me? Take care of me? Heal all my pain? That's what I thought. James, give me back that knife.
No, I won't.
Saving it for yourself?
Me? No, I'd never kill myself. It's hot as hell in here.
You see it too. For me, it's always like this.
Mama? Mama, I was looking for you. You're the only one left. Maybe then I can finally rest. Mama. What's wrong? Wait. You're not my mama. It's you.
I'm sorry, Angela. I think you were right. What we're looking for, it's not here. Not anymore.
Thank you for helping me earlier. But I wish you hadn't. Even Mama said it. I deserve what happened.
No, Angela, that is not true.
Don't pity me. I'm not worth it. Or maybe you think you can save me? Will you love me? Care for me? Heal all my pain? That's what I thought. James. Give me back the knife.
No, I won't.
Saving it for yourself. Have it your way. It doesn't change anything.
It's hot as hell in here.
You see it too? For me, it's always like this.
I think by now you already know what I'm going to say, and I hate to sound like a broken record. I really do, but there's just no comparison between an amateur voice actor voicing a character for the very first time as a professional gig and the performance of a highly trained actor with far more experience. The original actor did fine. It was serviceable, and I don't think he did a terrible job. But Luke Roberts, once again, has so much more pathos in his voice. When he tells Angela she's wrong about deserving everything that happened to her, he genuinely believes what he's saying, and he's hoping maybe she will too. When he refuses to give Angela back the knife, that subtext of, "I'm not going to help you harm yourself," comes through clear as day. Almost done here. Next, we have James seeing two pyramid heads kill Maria again, and this time James admits openly his guilt for what happened to Mary and admits to understanding why Pyramid Head exists in the first place.
Stop!
I was weak. That's why I needed you. Needed someone to punish me for my sins. But that's all over now. I know the truth. Now it's time to end this.
James!
Leave her alone! Leave us both the hell alone!
I know what you are. I know why I needed you. But it's all over now. I don't need you anymore.
James yelling at Pyramid Head for them to leave him and Maria the hell alone almost sounds like a South Park character yelling comedically. It just doesn't sound believable. But to be fair, doing a believable scream like that in that scenario is not the easiest thing to pull off. Also, his last bit of dialogue of, "Now it's time to end this," sounds like somebody trying to sound like a tough guy, but nobody believes even he thinks he's capable of following up on his threat. In the remake, the lighting with Maria is much more sinister, and while I probably would have liked for them to keep the shot of Pyramid Head walking up behind her, the sound design tells you everything you need to know. The blood trickling down her face is a nice touch as well. After she dies, James lets out an anguished and guttural scream which sounds far more believable. There are some other changes to the dialogue here that I'm a bit ambivalent on. In the original, James spells out directly for the player that Pyramid Head exists because he needed someone to punish him. Obviously, he's based on the executioner imagery from the Historical Society, which is why this is the form he takes for James. So, I think even without that line, the player probably could have put two and two together. Also, the original's line about not needing you anymore could also reference Maria as well, since in one of the endings he tells her this directly. In Remake, James still hints that he understands why they exist, but his bit of dialogue that more directly clues the player into what's going on is removed. Presumably, this is done for one of two reasons, or both. The first would be that veterans of the original already know the meaning, so why spell it out again? Another reason could be that Bloober didn't want the explanation to be so on the nose, and so they removed that line so that players would figure it out for themselves. Personally, I kind of wish they had left the line in about needing someone to punish him. Keep the rest the same, but that little phrase itself could have stayed. Still, I'm fine with giving newer players a reason to try and figure things out without just dumping everything on them. Even the symbolism behind the monsters isn't spelled out for anyone. Much of what we know is because of Ito giving us more details after the fact. I'm gonna cut it here due to how long this will end up being if I don't. Since all we have left is the boss fight right at the end, I'll pick up there and we'll work our way through the various endings. So, I'll see you for the conclusion in part 3.